Hello! Okay, so today we will be starting off with drawing Mario, which is a very popular character, especially in my opinion, because I grew up playing the Mario games, and I feel like a lot of people my age have grown up playing the Mario games, and it's just an all around loved character by everyone. So I think today we are going to draw him. Alright, so to start off, I will start with a circle, just about that big. It doesn't have to take up the whole page if you don't want it to. I don't prefer things to take up the whole page because then I won't have space to do detailing, which we will be doing today with these. Fun, exciting, something we didn't do last time, but here we go. So first you're going to bring two lines down and kind of just curve out the shape of a chin. Kind of like our chibi character, but like make it fatter. And then next, you're going to round out this, what would be considered, if it was sharper, the point. And you're just going to bring it down to make it more of a prominent chin. Of course, erasing the lines. You don't have to erase the lines before outlining and stuff, but I just choose to because I think it looks neater as I'm drawing. Next, we are going to draw the guidelines that will help map out the features of the face. And we're going to put a big circle right in the middle of those feature lines that will be his nose. Now, we are going to go ahead and create the eyes, which are on the side of his nose, and they just come out to a very long, like half oval shape, just like that. And then, of course, we're going to add his iconic big mustache, which is, excuse the bug, just very easy. It just bunch of little half circles. That's all they are. There you go. And then, of course, we're going to add a little smile right at the bottom, right underneath. That will be his mouth. And then we will draw out the lip curve as well. Just like that, we're almost done with the face. Next, we are going to draw the features of the eyes. That will be the irises of the eyes and then the pupils. He's kind of got a cross-eyed look, but more of like a forward cross-eyed looking look. It's very fun. I really like the style that Mario is in. I like, as this is, it's not exactly the exact Mario because, you know, always want to make things different and make it your own. And then we'll add the highlights in Mario's eyes and color those in. Of course, we will be doing coloring in this episode, so yes. That's all. That's all I wanted to say. But next we will do the eyebrows, which are very big and arched, just like that. They're kind of like little half moons. And then after that, we will start adding things that have to do with the top of the head. So, add two curved triangles, or not triangles, rectangles to the sides of the head, right under the eyes and to the top of the eyebrows. After that, you're going to add two circular shapes at the side, which will be his ears. After that, you are going to make another circular, more of like a bent rectangle. And this will be the bill of his hat. And then after this, we are almost finished with the drawing. But we then need to add the rest of the hat, which will go from this side of the ears all the way up to a curve. Just like that. And then after that, you can add these little half circle thing. Well, that's more of like 3/4 of a circle. And add his M in there. And just like that, the drawing is done. To finish off Mario, we will start outlining and coloring. Now this step is really easy. If you don't want to outline, you don't have to, but it is just preferred by me. The mediums I will be using in this are going to be colored pencils and markers. It doesn't matter what kind of mediums you use or what brand you use, because anything, in my opinion, works just fine. So, of course, you can just outline any way you want to. I'm just outlining the features of the face first, because that's usually what I do when I outline. I don't know. I've just always been really keen on perfecting the features of the face over anything else on the face. I just think that if the features of the face look good, the rest of it will look good as well. So just like that, I'm just outlining the features and making sure that everything will look neat and smooth, because that's what we want our finished product to look like. Any way you do this will be fine. I'm just using Crayola Super Tips for this because I've just always had them, and that's always what I've used for literally everything I've done with markers. Of course, I have water activated markers, and along with that, we have permanent markers. I do use a lot of Sharpies as well, but this sketchbook, the paper isn't capable of handling the ink from the permanent markers, and it will bleed through, so I just decided to use my Super Tips. Okay, and just like that, Mario is done with the outlining. Of course, I just have a basket of markers here that I will be using today. I think I'll start out with the reds in his outfit, or his hat, as I would say, because we're only drawing his head. So of course, I'm just going to go in and color the M, and then I'm going to color the rest of his hat. This red is a little dark, I would definitely say, but it's a Prismacolor pencil, and most of the things do go on very dark. When you have Prismacolor, most of the colors do run dark. But I still absolutely love this brand. It's very expensive, so I would not suggest going out and spending a bunch of money just in general on it. They are very good gifts to give for birthdays and holidays and stuff like that, but nothing that I would definitely consider buying out of the blue, just based on price, because I have about $80 worth of these colored pencils, and they are they're incredibly well pigmented, but they definitely don't come with very many, so having $80 worth isn't that much in the Prismacolor world. Now that I have his hat finished, I'm going to draw or color his eyebrows and mustache and everything. For that, I'm going to use my Super Tips in dark brown. So of course, I'll just start with the eyebrows, because the features of the face are always the most important. I think the mustache is a really fun part of this character. I think it's very fun to draw and just a very fun feature in general. And I think it makes the character look very goofy and very funny. And it really goes with the bubbly aesthetic of the games. Okay, and now that I have the hair and facial hair and everything done, I will start his eyes, which are just blue. So don't mind the noises of me going through my markers and colored pencils to find a nice shade of blue. They're not that hard to find, I'm not gonna lie. It's just I'm very picky. I'm using this turquoise for his eyes today. Excuse that. And that will just go on his eyes. I don't think we're gonna have to do any double shading to the eyes because his character is very 2D. So I'd like to stay true to that character. And then after that, I'm going to find a tan or a peach, and that will be the color of his skin. Here we go. This is peach. It's just a Crayola crayon, or not a crayon, a colored pencil. And I will just color in the rest of the face. I'm sure that nothing will bleed through, of course. The lines, I usually don't do anything with the lines, but of course you can erase them before you color the face, or you can just leave them be. I just leave them be because I really like the look of the lines with it, because it really shows like all the steps that made the art piece the art piece. But it's always up to the artist, in my opinion. In some things, like big projects on canvases, I will erase graphite lines, but usually when I'm just doing a fun drawing, I like to let people know that it does take effort, and it might be something just as silly as Mario, but it's important to me, and I'd like to keep those lines there to show the work that helped me pull it off. So, anyway, here is Mario all finished.